I'm gonna let Shrista tell y'all about it. Shrista, what up?
I was like, let me in here.
How you doing, fam?
Hey, what's up? What it do?
Man, listen, it's this one right here is a long time coming.
Nah, for real. Like 5 years.
Like you ain't joking. Like we've been talking about this for.
I always be canceling too, so life be lifing.
Listen, I feel you.
We here now,
and that's what's important. So I always, when I do these interviews, man, I always just want to check in with people like on just some human stuff. Like how you doing?
Man, on some human stuff, I'm doing a lot better. I'll straight up say, like, I took some time off for myself, mental health. Black mental health and mental health in general is important. So yeah, I got into therapy this last couple of years, and it's honestly like changed a lot of things. So I'll say human stuff, it's been deep. I just gotta, keep going, keep fighting for me. So I'm happy because it's gotten better. Things have gotten better.
No doubt. And I just want to take a minute to say thank you, because I know that some of that story you've shared publicly, and I think that that's important, that we have those conversations, that, if we don't take care of ourselves, we can't then either support and take care of others or do the things that we love to do. So, big ups to you for doing that and sharing the word too.
Yep, facts.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so now the real reason why you're here. What Up with Late Lyrics is back, yo.
Nah, for real. So if you guys don't know what Late Lyrics is, it's a hip hop open mic. I know people are like, oh my God, an open mic. Man. I'm gonna tell you, there wasn't a lot of like a hub for hip hoppers to go. There were lots of mics. I'll straight up say that. When I got into the scene, it seemed like there were a lot of open mics. There were a lot of music mics. There were a lot of mixture of all that. But I just felt like if you were hip hop or something, you walked into one of those mics, they didn't take you as serious. Hip hop was just not taken serious in general. People laugh at people who say they rap. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like that. So I just was like, you know what? Let's create our own space. And I will say it did start as a music mic at first. But that's what I was just kind of like, yeah, I just want to make this hip hop, man. Like, I just love hip hop. And I honestly just hated people coming in doing other genres that I didn't even like listening to be honest. And so Late Lyrics I was just like, yeah, let's make a hip hop mic. But the thing about my mic is the little difference I decided to do is I wanted to make it like a Portland hip hop hub, as in a space where like all artists, new, old, not just artists, DJs, dancers, hosts, promoters can all just be in one spot together. So I was trying to make it bigger than a mic. I was trying to make it just a place where we all can get together and network, because it felt like from the outside looking in, because I was a stand-up, the hip hop like world, at least like the little scene, had so many cliques and so many people didn't like each other. But I didn't have beef with none of these people. So I just walked in as the person who was cool with everyone. And so in a way, it was just awesome, because when I created that and kind of said that, it brought all those little groups together and like this network began.
That's what's up, man. Shout out to John Bells tapping in. What up, Bells? That's one of the things that I so appreciate about Shrista, is that you did create a place that, even though it's performance based, it is a hub. I mean, it is a networking event, which I think is dope, because I think anytime you can bring people together and build wonderful things come out of that. Collaborations come out of that. Exactly. And then you brought in, you would even bring in other things, other people who had something that they were trying to build. You made it a part of Late Lyrics. You really made it a community type thing, man.
Exactly. And that was like kind of what we were doing. It was like I had this idea, and honestly, my friend Echo the Savage was like one of those first people just to believe in that idea. And I think I met him maybe at like the thesis or something, and he just gave me his card. And, I hit him up, and he always believed in it. And he was a recording studio, photography, video, all that stuff. And so like when Late Lyrics started, I'm going to be 100. Echo did every single thing. Echo was everything. He made the graphics. He was the sound guy. He did the mics. He did everything. I did the production and the hosting, and it was just awesome that he believed in this vision of mine, and we created something. And then within that, we didn't make any money. We actually did this free. People don't realize the mic was free. Well, people realize it because they didn't pay none. So we were actually all doing this completely free. There was no money coming in. And I wanted to, get a DJ involved, and that's where Cold Leroy came in. And I was like, hey, I'm going to be real. This is free. We ain't got no money coming in. But, like, I'm literally just doing this for the community. So, like, if you want to be a part of it, I straight up told my host, just these two guys, I was like, it's going to be like, I think at some point it's gonna get big. We're gonna make some money, but I don't really know. But for us, it wasn't about money. I didn't want it to start out about that, and so it was cool because then Cole joined, and then we had like photographers, videographers, clothing lines, just tons of stuff, podcasts. And so we just had all these people just joining in, and it was just awesome, and everyone was just doing it for the community. We didn't even make nothing probably till last year, maybe. And I think that was like, I laugh because it was like $76. Mm-hmm. But, the artists don't know that. So they don't know that like Shrista's paying that out of her rent money, or like I'm begging people to like sponsor the event. But it's hip hop. I'm gonna be 100. People really weren't looking to do a paid sponsorship. So a lot of this stuff was literally my money out of my bank. And then my team was just down. And, if we didn't make money, it is what it is. We always just paid the artists and never said nothing. And they're going to hear this right now and be like, what the heck? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I never went back on anything. We didn't make door. I was like, hey, who's trying to help out? And like, I'm going to be real, cold help. Like people help. Like we just want to like help them out as well. And so within all of that, it's just been really cool because so many people have joined. I think I have like 12 sponsors now. And it's just all these people that just reached out. And like you said, helping their own business within everything. Like I have a video guy. He's gonna, I'm gonna pay him a little bit for just my special guests. But it's also like, he's like, oh, this is a dope opportunity because you get like 20 to 25 micers. That's new clients. That's so much networking. And so he's super excited just to have the opportunity to be in that space because boom, look at all these new clients. And that's kind of how it is with all the businesses involved. They all, in a way, they're building their own businesses while helping people. And everyone's giving discounts at my event. So everyone's giving lower prices than you'll ever get because they actually want to see hip hop, like Portland hip hop, grow. And so that's also the cool part. Like I just have Token. He's a beat maker. And he's like giving out beats to my special guests and he's showing up at every mic so far. Shout out Token. And he literally networks with people and he's giving a discount for beats. And it's just like, all these people are just doing a lot of things, and it seems like, oh my God, you're giving all this free stuff. But it's at the end of the day, like they're building their business. We all are.
Yeah, I love it, man. And that's one of the things I think is dope is that you have people who are involved because they want to be involved. I mean, it's truly about being a part of what you folk have built and are continuing to build, which I think is super dope. Chopping up with Shrista, we're talking about late lyrics. So when you brought it back to a new space, a new venue, a new situation, man. Tell me about that.
Man, whoever has been like following my events, I've had like 4 venues. I'm gonna be 100. I guess it wasn't at the time necessarily about the venue. It was really like, hip hop in Portland. It was just hard to keep a hip hop show going. So I'm just going to be real. Venue spaces just make up reasons, I feel like, of why they had to cut stuff. I'm not going to get into it. Yeah. But at the end of the day, a lot of my stuff got cut and I had to just keep switching venues, which is annoying. I'm at a new venue right now. It's a Black-owned business, so I'll straight up say I haven't had any issues. All of a sudden, nothing's wrong.
That's
5 Black people standing in the corner. The cops ain't getting called. Like little things. It's the little things. It's little things. That's all I'm gonna really say. But yeah, at the end of the day, right now we're at the Heights Lounge and Event Space in Southeast. It's like on Foster. I'm looking to try to get like an actual, just honestly a bigger space that will let hip hop be there. Because I do like the vibe of like the more downtown area, and that's what I had before. We don't have that right now, but ultimately it is what it is. It's an amazing space. It's beautiful. It's huge. And it's Black owned. So
Again, though, I think the fact that you are, yes, maybe you've had to move venues, but everything that you've done seems to have built on what you did previously. And I feel like this is just another part of that for a newer venue to see the value of having late lyrics there. I think is super dope, man.
Yeah, when I was, the reason it stopped, the pandemic happened. Some people don't know this. I got in a severe car accident, and that was in 2020, same as the pandemic. And so I stopped the mic in 2020, and then I honestly just had to recover from my injury. And so it took me a couple years, and money is hard, and people don't realize, like, when I'm adding these special guests, all these people on my team, we're all doing this for free. People forget that part. So I really couldn't bring the mic back, and it honestly all had to do with money. And then the cool thing about it is I was scared because I was like, I'm never gonna be able to bring this back because like life has been lifing right now. And then my friend Jermaine, who owns the Heights, reached out and was like, I got you. Like, come here. Ain't gonna be like a venue fee for you. Like, I really want you to like come here and like make the difference you've been trying to do. And like at the end of the day, like I don't want money to be a thing that stops you. And that kind of was because a lot of those big spaces don't realize like those cost a lot of money. Like my life was life, and I was like, I'm not getting this. We're not getting that at door.
Right.
We don't have sponsors.
Right.
Just so everyone knows. So it was hard. So I just really didn't even think I could bring Late Lyrics back. I didn't know when I was going to be able to bring it back. But I got it back about like a couple years later, and then happened again. I did the event, and it was just kind of like it got. Honestly, I'll be real. It's an open mic, but it got big where people were like, "Oh my God!" They think it's an event all of a sudden. And so now the artists want like hundreds of dollars.
Yeah.
From where?
Yeah.
And I don't have sponsors yet. I'm hoping I do, shoot. But it was just like from where? So again, I stopped the mic in 2023. And then my friend Jermaine hit me up, and that's when he was like, we ain't gonna let money be a thing, girl. Get over here. Come
That's
here.
love.
Come
That's
here.
love.
And like we started up quick. We started up like the next month. So it was just cool. It's awesome that he like believed in that. And I'm learning like a lot of people are finally starting to see it. I've been doing it for 5 years. We took 2 years off, so like 3 years. And what people don't realize, the first 2 years, me, Echo, and Cold, and like Chucky Buckets was in there for a little bit. We did this weekly. It wasn't a monthly mic. That's what people forget. It was a weekly mic. We was in there weekly giving our time for 2 years straight. We never missed a week. Like you can ask anyone. That's how I believe that's how that community was created. And I created this community that wasn't even there. And yeah. And so I was like, I just feel like I can't not bring this back. And I was complaining to Jermaine, and he was like, yeah, let me help a sister out.
So hold on. I want to make sure that I get this straight before I get it wrong. So the next one is coming up June the 26th.
Oh yeah. Let's talk about it. June 26th.
You got Rachel Wong, you got Ja Baby, and then you got Lay Echo. You got some names.
J Baby.
You got some names.
Man, they go hard, like, to be real. And I put in all queer artists. It is Pride Month. I'll be 100. I have never like really did anything Pride Late Lyrics. I actually wanted to keep my mic super, like, just to be real black. I wanted to make sure it was like hip hop, it was black, it was like not anything else. But at the end of the day, my brand and who I am, I'm gay. So regardless if people like that or not, because, you know, people can hate on gay people in hip hop, I realized I created this platform, this community that actually like accepts me, and it doesn't even matter that I'm gay. For the first time, like it feels like I'm in like my hip hop community where everyone in my freaking community loves me. And I remember not feeling like that at first, which we won't get into.
Yeah.
And it just feels like people just love me now. And so I was like, you know what? We're going to do a Pride event, but I still want to keep my flyer still hip hop. So I hit up Alex Caso De Niro. He's my graphic designer. He was like, I was like, keep it subtle, not too much. Don't make one of those like pride flyers with all the rainbows and shit. You know, I'm still good. And he was just cracking up. He's like, oh my gosh. He's like, I got you. I got the perfect idea. And he just did something subtle. And I just love that. And I think that was just I just think that was cool. But yeah, this will be the first one with all queer artists. And I am promoting it as a Pride event, which will be the first one. Y'all better not hate me all of a sudden. I'm playing. But yeah, I'm excited. I'll say all the artists are tight. So if you try to act like, you know, gay people aren't good at something, they about to prove you wrong.
Wow. Nah, that's what's up, man. But I think you've built such a community, such a following that I think people understand and they recognize what the event is, and they know who you are and the spirit and what you're doing, and just the ability for you to come back and bring it back the way that you have, man. It's definitely exciting to see. So two things. One, you know, knowing the work that you've put in and the work that it takes to keep this going. You've already talked about, you know, you guys are doing this on your own, but your goal is to have some support in keeping this thing going and growing it. If people are hearing this and they're like, yo, I have the I have the bandwidth, the capacity to support Late Lyrics, how do people reach out to you so that they can, you know, see if it's a good fit for you?
Hey, that is a great question. You can hit our link tree or just email us directly, latelyricspdx@gmail.com. Our link tree actually has an option on there that says apply to be a sponsor, which no one clicks, but click it. It's lonely. It's lonely over there. Go help them out. But yeah, you can apply to be a sponsor at linktree/latelyrics.
That's what's up.
Actually, I got that easy one.
that is very, very straightforward, no doubt. And then if just to make sure that people, like we've already said, the next one's coming up on the 26th of this month, but how do people make sure that they don't miss any information that you're putting out there? What's the best way to follow?
Ooh, same thing. Our link tree. On there we have you can join our email list. What's it called? Our newsletter. There we go. Boom. I'm trying to get the right wording. You can join our newsletter on there, and we send out event notifications. Also follow us on our Instagram, because I'm gonna be real, I post so much you cannot miss it. And that's at Late Lyrics.
That's what's up. Yeah, Shrista's not lying. She's definitely one who will keep you. Just follow Late Lyrics, and
you ain't gonna miss it.
You ain't gonna miss nothing. You ain't gonna miss nothing. Fam, once again, man, it's definitely been a long time coming. Thank you so much for pulling up in the neighborhood. Excited for what you are doing with Late Lyrics. Congratulations on bringing it back and the success that you've had thus far. Really excited to see it grow. And you know, I'm here, man. I'm here.
Oh, I'm about to hit you right after.
That's what's up.
You,
absolutely, man. Absolutely. June the 26th at the Heights. Late Lyrics. Shrista, live in the neighborhood. Appreciate you, fam.
Hey, peace out.
All right, y'all. We're going to keep it moving right here. X-Ray FM. Welcome to the neighborhood.